Hi everyone, it's Maggie, and I'm here with my October Creative Design Team project for Tracy Fox, Love Junk Journals, and all the information will be in my description box. So for this month, I made I was calling it a fabric, what was I calling it? Oh my gosh. A fabric tag book, but it's not really a book. So I'm going to call it a fabric tag holder. I don't know if that sounds any better, but it really isn't a book. So anyways, this is the front cover. Love how it came out. And inside this frame is a tag, and it does come out, but because of the appliques, it's a little tricky, so I'm just going to leave it in here. So I used Tracy's autumnal fussy cut kit, and that's basically what all the tags are about. All the tags are fussy cuts from the kit, and then I just embellished each tag. So I started off with a piece of quilting. Just love the quilt. And then I went around the perimeter with this, I guess you could call it a fiber trim. I'll call it a fiber trim. And then down the bottom, I went with this fringe, and then just finished it off with this piece here. And then on the very front, this is one of the Tim Holtz frames, and the tag just fit in there perfectly. And then I just embellished it. I kind of roughed it up a little bit. I embellished around it with this trim, flower trim here, and a little bit on this side. And then this is a ruffled trim that I inked, and I was trying to mimic like grass, I guess, abstract. And then the tag itself says autumn, and there's I don't know if it's a moth or a butterfly. I always get them wrong. I think it's a butterfly, this one. And then I just cut up pieces of appliques and trims and put them behind the fussy cuts, which is the toadstool, an acorn, another acorn, and a pumpkin. And then underneath is some cheesecloth, some coffee dyed fabric, and then I made this doily flower, and it's got a little bit of dangle there. And then this is an applique of a flower, and it was blue. And so I inked the inside, and when I did that, I was trying to mimic the colors in here. To me, it looked like the top of a mushroom. So I just went along with that. So that's the cover, and then you open it up, and there's pockets inside, and I used this beautiful trim here for the pocket. You can see I doubled the fringe. I did the fringe on this side also, and then just went around the whole perimeter with the same trim that I used on the cover. And then here are my tags. These are all tags from, the kits. Besides the fussy cuts, she does have 2 pages, I think, of tags, different size ones. There are also some that were smaller than these here, and I didn't use those. They were just too tiny for me to continue doing what I wanted. And what I wanted to do was just kind of make some collage of all the, the different fussy cuts. So the larger tags, let's do those first. Let me take these out. And the larger tags, which also goes with this, so I made 6 of them all together. And I used different pieces of trims and fabrics to tie at the top to make it easier once you put them in a journal to go in and out. And I apologize for the lighting. It's not raining, but it's really foggy out and kind of dark, and it's cold again today. Yesterday it just rained all day. But anyway, here's some of the fussy cuts from the kit. There's a fox, here's a mushroom and a pumpkin, and then a cluster of leaves, and then I just put peaceful. I also did some stamping in the background. I inked up all the edges, and then I added this little embroidered trim right here. So that's one of them. And then this one, here's a fussy cut owl, and I put gratitude like he's sitting on that. And then underneath there's a trim, and then I added the flower cluster and 2 different mushrooms, toadstools, and then I added this for the top. And then I backed it. That's what I forgot. I backed it with more paper. I used 110 pound to print out the tags, but they still seemed a little flimsy, so I added another piece of 10-pound white for journaling, and then I just added down in the corners another fussy cut from the kit, and these 2 were flowers. So there's those 2. And then this one, I did the same. I inked them all and I stamped the backgrounds. So you're going to see that on all of them. And then this one is thankful, and it's got pumpkins and a mushroom, and then I used some cheesecloth underneath. And then this flower I thought kind of mimicked the sun. And then on the back there's a butterfly. So there's the 3rd one of that. And then on this one, that's a moth. And the word nurture. And then some more cheesecloth, the flower cluster, pumpkin, the yellow flower, and a leaf. And then an acorn in the back. So that's that one. The netting makes it a little bit tricky to get them in there really good. Okay, and here's the last large tag, and I used the bird with the on the branch there. I did the same with this flower here. And then there's some more of that leafy trim and some cheesecloth, and the squirrel, another leaf, and toadstool. So there's that one. And then I made 3 of the smaller, the medium. Well, actually, they'd be medium tags, but they're on the small side. For these fussy cuts, I had to shrink them way down. How I ended up cutting them out, I have no idea, because I'm not good at fussy cutting with these fingers. But this one says fall, and there's the bird, and that shows you the different size of how I shrunk them. And then here's a trim, and then there's some acorns and a leaf, a stalk, a couple of different stalks of leaves, and some mushrooms on that one. And then I just used this here for the top. And then on the bottom is a little pumpkin. So we'll put that one there. And then this one says mindful. On the back is the fox. And then here's, I think that's another moth. And then there's dyed cheesecloth. There's a set of 3 pumpkins, one of those stalks of leaves, and the little flower cluster. I'll put that there. Actually, just one goes in that one because I was trying to figure out there's 3 of the large. Okay, so then there's 2 large and then these 2 tags. Okay, this one says flourish and it's got the little bunny. And then here's, I doubled this trim here. I'm not sure what I thought that would look like. But, excuse me. Let me just take a sip of water quick. Okay, so here's another moth. And then there's a toadstool, some pumpkins, and another flower cluster. And then this piece here. I did a lot of inking, which I think... Oh, and I also, when I fussy cut, I took my black Sharpie gel fine point pen, and just to bring out the details a little more, I just went around the edges of them all, only because a lot of the edging when I was fussy cutting, the black came off, so I redid those. Mainly on the small ones because of how small they actually were, so you can see I just took the pen here and there just to bring out the details. So that's it. That's my project for October. And I kept the back plain, as I usually do when I'm making fabric covers. So I hope you like it. If you like, leave me a comment, please. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome. If you haven't decided, I'd appreciate if you hit the subscribe button and the notification button. I'm going to be coming out with more videos now that the weather is getting colder, and I'll be hopefully doing more crafting. So I guess that's it. Not sure what I'm going to do for November, but I'll think of something. So, okay, and as I said, everything, links and that will be in the description box for the Facebook group, for Tracy's Etsy shop, and I'll try to remember to put a link to the kit itself. And the kit, again, is called Autumnal Fussy Cuts. Okay, everyone, so thanks for watching, and I will be back again soon. Bye for now.